Hey, my truth seekers, how are you guys doing? Sorry about being late, man. I'm not gonna tell you no lie. I had forgot all about this live right here. I had came on already twice today with all the stuff that is going on with the Eligio Bishop Nature Boy trial. So charge it to my heart. I see my girls in the house, country girl Queenie. Did you check your cash app? Because guys, look, I'm gonna stay way in the back. I'm not even on camera up close because I came just from out the bed looking just like this, man. I am tired. Country girl, did you check your cash app? Make sure you go ahead and check your cash app. Yes, I wanted to go ahead and thank you guys. Thank you for supporting me, and also you and Star had noticed that I hit 5K. I didn't think that I was going to last that long. I was saying, look like the numbers going down, because you know how it is when it comes to these subscribers, you know how they are fair weather. But yes, thank you very much for helping me to get where I'm at today. That's what I'm saying, guys. I'm glad that I have some good people. Some of the stuff that I talk about, they may not agree to it, but they support you, and that's the type of people that I am looking for. So if I can go ahead and get to 10,000, 10,000 will be $100. Okay, so like I said, give honor where honor is due. I just thank you guys for supporting me, and also helping me to keep going, because it's not easy, not when it comes to these YouTuber streets, man. You know how people are. People want you to go ahead and tickle your ears, and they want you to go ahead and dance by their music. But guys, yeah, we're going to go ahead and get straight into all this right here, because I think it is much needed. And also, I'm going to do a little changing around on things, because I'm more in tune when it comes to my people, and I feel that it's much needed. And like I said, just because we may all have the same skin color, but we not all, like I said, we not all this, we're not all together. Some of us, we got some wolves in sheep clothing. So I want to go ahead and talk about all that right there. But I see my girl Starbucks in the house. Yes, indeed. She said, welcome back to Real Talk with your girl, Lady D. Please hit the like button as you make your way in. If you would like to go ahead and support this channel, Cash App, Real Talk 985. Please, guys, like I said, oh, God, it's much needed. And also she said, be respectful to the host. Like I said, you can say whatever you want to say, long as you stay on top of it. And also she said, don't forget to share the videos, comment, or subscribe to this channel. Good evening, everyone. My girl, country girl, and she said on the same page. Yes, indeed. So guys, look, I'm gonna go ahead and talk about some of this stuff right here. We're gonna try to move away from the stuff that is going on with Nature Boy and his trial, which when it comes to all the stuff that had happened, like I said, it's just a lot of stuff that just don't make no sense. But we know how it is, especially when a black man is have so much control, when he can command people to move, that's a threat. That's a threat to especially when it comes to where we are right now. And also, guys, I want you to go ahead and get this book right here. I don't know if you all can see it. Let me see if I can yeah, if I do look sleepy, yeah. So I don't know if you guys can see this book right here, but let me go ahead and go back again because I don't want you guys to see me. But this is by Shahrazad Ali. It's called The Black Man Guide to Understanding the Black Woman. And this right here, guys, this is a must book. The Black Man's Guide to Understanding the Black Woman. And you can get this off of Amazon. I got this off of Amazon. I think it was like $25 or $30, but it is worth it. I mean, all the meat is in here, especially, when it's much needed. Just look at, all the stuff that we are going through today, and it's time for us to sit there and come out what I call the state of Lodabar. So with all that being said, guys, I'm going to go ahead and get into this reality show, which I know this is where my people at. My people love to be tickled. They love drama, and they love stuff like this. We would rather sit on a soapbox than go outside and touch grass. That's why I use this reality show right here, because I truly believe that we can take the foolish things of this world to confound the wise. And when it comes to these reality shows, I look at it as some foolish things. And so I want to go ahead and talk about some of the stuff that is going on. And as you can see right here, you can see Ariane Curry, where she's not even a part of the show, but she might as well be on the show. And like I said, guys, if you're just coming in and if you are new to this platform may not be for you, because I stand on my truth. I'm going to call it like it is. I am the type of person, and those that have been following me the longest knows that I go against the grain. So what it means going against the grain is when you see a whole crowd going one way, I go the opposite way. Okay. Especially when it comes to my people. When it comes to my people, I goes the opposite way. Okay. So now that I got this all out the way, so let me go ahead and continue. So this right here, I wanted to go ahead and talk about. I think it had happened maybe about a week or 2 weeks ago, when all this stuff started coming out, which was, I think it was a year. One of the YouTube bloggers, she decided to go ahead and post this right here. She posts some conversation that she had with Ariane Curry. I don't know if Ariane and Martell, they had a pillow talk, because when it comes to pillow talk, you say in and everything. And what happened was Ariane went ahead and repeated it to one of the YouTubers, which was wrong. It was not right at all, but it was her conversation, her private conversation that she had with a content creator. And no way in the world that conversation should have been all over YouTube as content. And see, the thing about it, when it comes to, especially when it comes to certain people, we pick and we choose. Now, what Ariane shared with the content creator, it was wrong. Hands down, it was wrong. But it's something about this. And like I said, if you have been following me for a long, long time, I stand on my truth. And when I look at these reality shows, which I look at maybe one or two, okay, I just don't get all into TV because I'm more in touch with my spirituality. But it's where my people at. I go where my people at, okay? And as I was sitting there, I was thinking about all the stuff that is going on. Notice that when you don't hear anything, going on about Melody and Martell and this show, it's like, I don't know if they using Ariane Curry, they using her, to go ahead and help stir that drama. That's why I sit there and say it's something fishy. It's something fishy when it comes to them, because first of all, Ariane been in that marriage for almost 6 years, half of their marriage. And I'm not mistaken, guys. Help me out. I think that Melody and Martell been married like maybe about 14 years, but out of the 14 years, Ariane been in that marriage almost half of that been in that marriage almost half of the time they've been married. I see country girls say I be listening while cooking dinner. Okay, what are you cooking, country girl? Yeah, so guys, make sure you go ahead and hit this like button, comment, and share these videos for more unapologetic content. Leave your comment. I promise you, I won't bite you. I won't bite you unless you try to disrespect me. Now, if you disrespect me, then trust me, you're going to see a side that you don't want to see, okay? But in here, I stand on my truth, and I know my truth is not like what everybody is used to, because everybody, they're so used to going on a bandwagon and they only hear it one way, okay? So, like I said, in here, this is what I call unapologetic and non-biased. So let's go ahead and get back to all this right here. To me, it was like a bunch of clout chasers. I remember when one of my friends, she sent me some of the clips. Well, she sent me the video of two content creators. One I could not watch at all. It's one that, I mean, she's very, very dark. She has a very dark, dark spirit. I mean, you can just hear those demonic demons all in her. And the thing about it is that when you put your mouth on innocent children, children are innocent. Even the Bible say, blessed are the children, they are the peacemakers. Whatever you have done to the one of mine, whatever you have done to the least of my children, you have done it unto me. And when you put your mouth on innocent children, children that has nothing to do with grown-ups making foolish decisions, then you got to check yourself. Then something got to be wrong with you. Why is this person is sitting there putting a mouth on innocent children? What do the innocent children has to do with you making content for your subscribers? Make it make sense, guys. That's what I call clout chasing one-on-one. Clout chasing 101. That's what I call. Okay, country girl Queenie, she says she got baked salmon, dirty rice, cucumber salad, and garlic toast. Okay, girl, send me some. Send me some of that food, girl. Yes, indeed. But yeah, it's just to show you, this is the state of mind where our people are at. And all this is all about almighty dollars. And I talk about it all the time. What the purpose? What the purpose of gaining the entire world and losing your soul? What's the purpose? And all this is about money. And they know anything that they put out is going to be used against them. It's not going to never go your way. So you might as well not even say nothing. You have a better chance to come on my platform and tell me whatever you need to tell. Because I'm going to tell it the right way, exactly like you said it. I'm not going to twist it. If you said it, I'm going to say it just the way that you said. But you go on these people platforms and knowing that half of these people that come on and run with all this stuff, especially when it comes to love and marriage in Huntsville, all these people are clout chasing. They are clout chasing, and they're going to take any and everything, and they're going to run with it. They're going to run with it. But yes, I'm going to tell it like it is. They need to go ahead and add Ariane a part of that show. Why are you constantly making videos and talking about Ariane Curry, and she's not a part of the show? You might as well go ahead and add her on. Because if she was not a part of the show, which she was telling the truth, then nobody wouldn't be checking for Melody. Nobody wouldn't be checking for Martell. Because Ariane is the missing piece to their puzzle. And you take Ariane out, and I know you guys don't want to hear that because you don't want to hear the truth. But you take Ariane out of the picture, I promise you won't hear nothing about what Melody is doing. You won't hear nothing about what Martell is doing. And I just hope, that they are stop using each other, especially when the only ones that's going to be stepped on is going to be Ariana and Martell, because they going to continue lifting up Melody. And what Ariana went ahead and told the content creator, yes, that was wrong because that was not her story to tell. That was Melody's story when she felt like she wanted to tell her own story. But if you look at it this way, you reap what you sow. You have to be careful how you sling mud on other people because, like I said, it's life and death that is in the power of the tongue. Whatever you put out, I don't care what you put out in the atmosphere, it's going to come back at you. And what did Melody say? Melody say when they take it to hell, or when they go low, she take it to hell. Well, if you're going to take it to hell, be careful of what's going to be behind one of those doors. It's not going to be the way that you think it's going to be. It's going to be something that you are not ready to handle. And we already know when it comes to these reality shows, they they is like a beast when it comes to black families. They would tear up and rip a black family apart when it comes to these reality shows. And I don't know why they get themselves all involved in stuff like this. This reality shows it is very toxic. It's like kryptonite to a black family. But when are we going to say enough is enough? When are we going to draw the line? But it is a shame, and how they twist the narrative. They putting it all the blame on Ariane. Ariane was just a phone call, a personal phone call. If she said go ahead and share the call, then okay, I can see. But she was just talking to people that had what had not their best interest. They didn't have a best interest. And she's sharing conversation to people that did not have her best interests. And what this lady did, what did this content creator? You can look at this content creator. Look at these people. Just take a look at these people. Like I said, there and say, you got to be careful how you sit there and allow. Hold on, guys. I'm choking up. Had to get some water because this is going to be like my third show today. Okay, so if I'm choking up, I've been talking all day. Okay, but you have to be careful how you allow your goods to be spoken of, and you also have to be careful, the people that you allow around you, because some of these people, they really not for you. These people all about almighty dollars. They don't care if they getting a little crumbs here and there. They don't care. They will rip you up. They will tear you apart. And I don't see how people could sit there and praise something like that and watch something like that. When I tried to watch it, and I told the person that I was watching it with, I say it's just like something just dark, something just getting in my spirit. I say these people are very demonic, very demonic. I mean, sitting in their bed. I mean, just getting all this garbage and spewing it all out, and it just got them looking so weird. I mean, look like I mean, it's just sad. And half of them, they don't even want to come from behind the computer because they don't want you to see who they are. Because if I'm going to spew that much hate about somebody, I'm going to show myself because I can be able to back it up. But that is very dirty, very detestable. Where I say, I don't even know if I want to even go ahead and blog about LA Love and Marriage in Huntsville. And that's like the only show that really rips you apart. really rips you apart. That's why I'm so glad when it comes to the Scots. I'm so glad when it comes to the Scott that now they taking it and they put it into something positive, something where it should have been in the first before the hosts went ahead and put all their garbage on the table, because that's all it was, a bunch of garbage. I mean, Tisha and Marcel and Maurice and Kimmy, they did an excellent job. A very excellent job. Black women, black men coming together, building, networking with other black entrepreneurs. That's very good. And see, y'all don't like stuff like that. Y'all don't like stuff like that. Y'all only wants to watch something that's going to constantly tear you down. Make it make sense, guys. And like I say, when it comes to this channel right here, this is real talk. I can't sit there and tell you guys what you want to hear. You know, like when you come in here, trust me, I'm going to stand on my truth. Now, you have a right to your opinion, because we all have a right to agree to disagree. But this right here, guys, this is not it. This is pure garbage. And it's so sad is that that's what they use. They use reality shows. They use all this social media stuff to draw our people in just to get us distracted. That is wrong. But the thing about it is that we run after stuff like this. Make it make sense, guys. And when I saw them videos, I say, I mean, that was just very horrible. And then they was happy about doing that. How can you be so happy about being a part of Stern mess? Stern mess. My God, I would like to know, where these people work at, or do they own businesses, or how are these people living, because they come in out like they are some thirsty clout chasers. No way in the world I would do stuff like this. But it's all a lesson learned. It's all a lesson learned, guys. But just like I said, they need to just go ahead and just let Ariane, let her get back on the show, well, let her come on the show, because to me, she's one of the main characters of that show. And let Melody go do what she need to do. Melody, that's the thing. Yeah, let's go ahead and talk about that. Ain't no hating on no Melody. Ain't no hating on Melody, because I don't even know these people. Like I say, you air it out, you are free game. Ain't no hating on no Melody, okay? But this is the thing that I want to know. And one of a content creator, good friends, she comes on now, and then she talked about that. Melody, they was promoting that Melody got something going on her little streaming network, something that she's doing, and they were, promoting it. And so she brought it to my attention. I had watched her video, and she brought this to my attention. And I say, yeah, they've been promoting Melody's show and talking about that, it crashed, and, because of so many people was coming on trying to watch. But not one commentary, not one video that these people made regarding to her new show. Now, if it was something that had happened on Love and Marriage in Huntsville, you would see videos after videos after videos, but you don't see no content creator making videos about her show. Nobody's talking about it. But yet, they say she crashed where so many people, so much traffic was going to watch, but we don't see no commentary on it. Make it make sense, guys. Make it make sense. So, like I said, when it comes to some of these content creators, because like I said, the spirit don't lie to me, honey. When I call it, you could take it to the bank. Some of these content creators, they are getting paid for under the table. Now, I'm not saying Melody. Is paying them, and all this right here is alleged for entertainment purpose only, because our people love to be entertained. Okay. But some of these content creators, they got to be getting paid under the table, because you know good and well, if Melody had it going on that network, whatever she's doing, they would have been making all types of videos about that. You didn't hear not one word about it. All you heard was cricket, cricket, crickets. Show the videos. Let's see what it was about. All I saw was, a little super tease. That was it. But all this is just to lift one person up. That's all it is. Just to lift one person up while tearing down everybody else. But it's sad when Ariane is allowing these people to use her. Because at the end of the day, they're going to sit there and they're going to put their foot on Ariane and Martell, and they're going to rise Melody up. Now, I understand, like I say, the stuff that they got going on, got going out about Melody, that was wrong. And it also was wrong for the content creator to put it out. That was not your story. And if you really liked it, Melody, you would have kept that to yourself. But like I say, it's a bunch of clout chasers, a whole bunch of clout chasers. That's all it is. But you got to be careful. You got to be careful how you put your life out there, because you can't tell people how to write your story. You cannot tell people what to say and what not to say. People, like I said, all they looking for something to run with. But it's sad, man. It's just something about social media. I mean, social media is like a beast. It would chew you up and it would spit you out. That's horrible. But I felt the need. I felt the need to come and talk about all this right here, because all it was is just pillow talk being exposed. And Ariane is just like I said, the gift that's keep giving. Make them pay you. Make them pay you. Stop sitting there casting your pearls to swans. Stop giving people something to work on, and the only ones that's going to benefit off it is Mel. Because Martell is not going to benefit off it. Ariana is not going to benefit off it. It's only going to be Mel, unless they all in cahoots together. Because every time when it's like a dry season, notice that every time when it's a dry season, when you don't hear nothing about the host, then all of a sudden Ariane comes, something about Ariana Dig came out of the woodwork. That's kind of suspicious to me. That's very suspicious to me. But it's sad, and no good is going to come out of that. Especially when you have to lift somebody else up while tearing down everybody else. Because I'm pretty sure if the tables was turned, even Martell talked about that, he wouldn't have never got away with half of the stuff that Melody has gotten away with. How the heck that she can still have endorsements, and how the hell that she can show her face when we already know that she took lighter fluid and had a lighter and wanted to set that entire house on fire over money. She rather sit there and lose her life and everything that was in that house because of money. But nobody talking about that. Nobody is talking about that. That's why I sat there and say, and like I say, when I tell you something, you could take it to the bank. All that was is just to cover up all the stuff that she had did. All the receipts, all the clips that Martell had showed Tasha K. So they needed something to come back. Like I said, guys, be careful. Be careful. Be careful. Because the same people that's holding your ladder is the same ones that's going to shake you off. I don't know what Miss J, I don't know what she's talking about, another hater on board. I don't know what she's talking about, but like I said there and say, ain't no gutter snipers in here. If you want to talk about something that's going on with Love and Marriage in Huntsville, you could talk about it all day. But don't come in here and call no one no haters, Because, like I said, I don't have a dog in this fight. I'm just only giving you my opinion like anybody else. So miss me with that. If you cannot stand the heat, you get out of the kitchen. Like I say, my commentary is not for everybody. So since you say you got a lot of haters, I'm gonna go ahead and ban you. So you go, okay? Because we don't have it in here. Like I say, when you come in here, only grown folks. Ain't no children in here. Ain't nobody gonna pacify nobody. Not behind people that chose to sit there and put their life on display. And just because people, certain people, is not gonna paint this pretty picture of them, gonna expose it and show you the real thing that is going on, then they don't want to hear it. So miss me with that. Ain't no haters in here. No haters in here. And I don't even have it time to sit there and try to figure out what they were saying. Because like I said, we play too much. We get distracted too much. So much stuff is going on out there. So much stuff is going out there. And we sit there and we stay focused on the foolish stuff. But I'm going to call it like it is. And like I said, in here, only grown folks. If you can't stand what's going on, then you find somewhere else that's going to tickle your ears. And that's real talk. Like I said there and say, yes, it's wrong. No way in the world I would have put those videos out there if you sit there and say you love Mel that much. And you don't sit there. That's illegal anyway. That's very illegal. You don't record nobody's phone calls and put it out on social media and then monetize off of that. If Ariane want to come back, she could sue your tail. Because she did not give this content creator, she didn't give her the permission to put those videos out. But this content creator, yes, I said it. This content creator only did it because she wanted to be monetized. But I hope they take that money and they put it in good use. Because these people got to be really thirsty to sit there and put all this garbage out. Instead of talking about something that's going on about the show, they rather talk about all this other extra stuff and keep making videos after videos and videos. Because let me tell you something, you got to check the way these people live in. You got to check the way these people live in. And that's real talk. And like I said, you know, we all came from humble beginnings. But I'm not going to tear down in order for me to sit there and have something on my table. I'd rather sit there and beg and borrow than sit there and tear somebody else down, because you reap what you sow. You're going to lose it 7 times. Coming on here just because you clout chasing, trying to be famous. Oh, I'm getting my bags. I made my bags. I made my money. And I might sit there and drop some more. Well, all you're doing is bringing curses into your home. That's all you're doing. People sitting there, they not really looking at the content you putting out. They looking at you. I mean, half of these people can't even show themselves. Can't even come from behind the computer. Because they are some very miserable, low-lifed people. And that's real talk. That's real talk. They're not going to sit there and come from behind the computer. And even if they come from behind the computer, they look like they deformed, neck all thick, teeth all broke, got to put a filter on. I mean, they just some horrible people. And yes, I said it. Because they wish that they did look like I used to look and still look good at 58 years old. But these some young women I'm talking about. Some very young women. I mean, living a very horrible life. Horrible life. When I was their age, I was sitting there running businesses, counting my money, doing my thing, not sitting on YouTube day in and day out, seeing who is the next person I can tear down. Guys, wake up. Like I said there and say, you guys not used to this type of talking. But somebody need to shake the hell out of your people because your people are something. You guys some horrible people. That's why I sit there and say, I'm done with these people. These people are demonic. These people are evil. These people need to be left behind. I'm talking to the remnant. How are you doing, Dondre Sims? She say, you still a beautiful queen. How are you doing? Like I said there and say, these people are very horrible. Starbucks say, come on, Bush baby, please hit the like. It's free and a great way to support the channel. Let some of them stay where they are. Let someone stay where they are. I'm talking to the remnant. People that's sick and tired of being sick and tired. People that don't go wherever the wind is blowing. That's the type of people. God send me those type of people. Those are the type of people that I want. Not the people that's trolling just to see what they saying and then try to unsubscribe, subscribe. I don't want those type of people. I want people that sitting there wants to stand on their truth and gonna call it like it is, and sick and tired of all this BS. We saw how this system don't like us anyway, how it works against us. And you guys just handing our people over, just handing them over. Guys, when are we going to wake up? When are we going to stop sitting there tearing each other down? When are we going to say enough is enough? And even though I might be talking about these reality shows, these people that's on the reality show, they sign for this right here. Like I say, you got to be careful how you play on the devil's playground. Because the one thing that I do know, the devil does not play fair. Much is given, much is required. But these thirsty bloggers, I mean, just give them a piece of, you can give them a little teeny weeny piece of cheese because they're evil and they demonic. Oh my God. Put a stop to these people. All this jealousy over people that they don't know. Fighting so hard for a woman that wouldn't even pee on your tail if you was on fire, if they see you walking on the street. But you fighting so hard for somebody that don't even care. You don't even know what's going on behind the doors. You don't know what's going on behind the doors. These people probably be working together. That's how I see it. I see these people working together. And they laughing all the way to the bank. Laughing all the way to the bank because we already know they a bunch of liars. Melanie calling herself, having her own thing going on, her own show going on. People promoting it, showing us a super teaser. Where's the content? Where's the videos? Give us something to work with. You guys said they say she shut down the whole streaming network. You say she shut it down. People was coming in, so much traffic. But that's what they want you to believe. That's what they want you to believe. Like I said there and say, guys, you better stop letting these people run with these lies. These lies, these lies. In my Candy Boris voice, the lies, the lies, the lies. Oh my God, these people. Lord, these is your people. Y'all do too much, man. So make sure y'all go and get that book, Shahrazad Ali, The Black Man Guide to Understanding the Black Woman, because we need to go back to our first love. We need to get back on track because with this thinking mindset, guys, no way in the world that we're going to be able to cross through. We ain't going to be able to cross over. It's like I mean, we hate to see one get ahead. When you see one get a inch, what we there? We try to reel them back in. We only sitting there tearing down each other. These people laughing at us. Like I said, old Master don't have to do anything anymore. All old Master have to do is sit under his tree, drink his beer, his lemonade, and watch your fools. Because we are still asleep. We are like children. And these people know exactly how to continue to put us to sleep. Give us these reality shows. We done sit there and we are in a daze. Entertain us, bug dance. These people, they know exactly what's in our mind. They know what we like. They put all that in our way just to keep us asleep. You are absolutely right, Starbucks. The lies they tell. The lies they tell. But it's time, like I said there and say, this right here is what I call the year of exposure. These people is not going to continue getting away with the things that they thought that they can get away with. And that's why I say, when you come in here, I'm gonna stand on my truth. I'm gonna call it like it is. Every chance that I can get, especially when it comes to these reality shows, come to all this buffoonery, I'm going to tear it down. I'm going to tear it down because it's time for our people to wake up. It's time for our people to rise. Because as you can see right here, the system don't care about you at all. And especially when it comes to the black man. The black man is like they counted for sheep for the slaughter. And I know our men, some of us do some crazy things, but we need to start policing our own community. When you see one of our brothers and our sisters get out of hand, we should be the one that sit there and put them back, not sit there and hand them over on a silver platter to the system, because they're not going to sit there and they going to take care of their own. I promise you, they're going to take care of their own. And when it comes to all this stuff on these reality shows, these people sign for all that. They put their life out there. But to me, it's just something suspicious about it. Something suspicious about it. Because I know that Ariane is not allowing Martell of all people to put a battery in her back to make her go to completely strangers, and say some stuff that is so damaging, knowing that these people do not have her best interests. To me, it is just so weird. It's just so weird. It doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense to spill that much information. And I know, she don't like Melody, because like I said, they two sister wives. That's how I look at them, two sister wives. And that most likely that's why we comes, down so hard when it comes to Martell, because we don't like nothing that's dealing with polygamous, especially down here, in what we call Babylon. They don't like that. So we got this Me Too movement. We got these old women out here that, hate anything that the black man do anyway. So they going to sit there and try to hand him over, try to crucify him, because we know that now we are in this generation where it's like the hunt for the black man. But the black man is not going nowhere. The black man is not going nowhere. So you can keep trying and keep trying and keep trying. It's just that we just got to regroup. We got to regroup. We got to let some people just only watch from a distance, because we already know once you let them in, they're going to tear it down, because that's how they are. They got that stinking mindset. It's sad, but he got so much stuff that is going on. So much stuff is going on. But the thing about it is that we brush all that under the rug. We brush all that stuff under the rug, unless it's our people. I be watching some of these content creators, because I really don't get too much deep into all that because I don't be wanting all that stuff in my spirit. But I mean, how they just ripping and tearing down each other, we tear down each other, we hate each other. That's sad when we hate one another. When we gonna wake up and stop allowing these people to rock us to sleep? Because that's all they doing is rocking us to sleep. But I got a few more minutes, guys. But all I can sit there and say in here is real talk. I can't compromise. I got to call it like it is because, see, when it comes to all this foolish stuff, these people put it in our way because they know it's going to distract us because they look at us as dysfunctional. So let's go ahead and put these reality shows up. Half of them come on like they living that life, not even living that life, robbing Peter to pay Paul, just like everybody else. That's why they can take these YouTubers and sit there and give them a piece of cheese and got them spinning the narratives and tearing down and being vicious and malicious and talking about people, children. How low can you go? How low can you go? I don't see how these people could sleep at night. No way in the world that I can sleep at night. My girls say the lies they tell and say, that's horrible. And you see in here, they don't like that. They don't like it. They're not used to it. This generation, they're not used to this type of talking because they talk to tear down. They don't talk to build up. They talk to tear down. If I'm going to tear down, I'm going to build it up. That's just like a good farmer. They got to tear down in order for it to grow. But these people, they don't want to build it back up. They want to keep it down, dead, dry out, rotten. Because they some rotten, miserable people. But guys, it's time for us to wake up. It's time for us to come out of her. It's sad. So make sure you go and get that book. The Black Guide. The Black Guide to Understanding the Black Woman, because it's time for us to understand who is the Black man. It's time for the Black man to understand who is the Black woman, because it's time for us to put the Black man back on his rightful throne. They know the Black man is God. They know we are God and goddesses of the Most High. They know that we are Alpha and Omega. They know all that. That's why they are hunting them down like sheep for the slaughter. And you guys are helping. The blood is on your hands. The blood is on your hands. Because I'm pretty sure when it comes to Melody and Martell and Ariane, they probably all will be still together today if they wouldn't have this reality show. They probably still be together today. But I just hope that if they sat there, got something going on another network or doing their own streaming, these people need to go. Give it to the Scots. Give it to the Scots. People that got class. Black women and men of excellence. I mean, and see, that's why I say the first is going to be last and the last is going to be first. And that's why y'all hate Tisha so much. Y'all hate Tisha because Tisha, she's a real woman. Marcel is a real man. I don't care what he done out there. One thing that Marcel is not going to do is let no one tear his family apart. Because what they are doing, they are building legacies for their family's family, for their children's children. These people is not going to let these kinkerworms, these palmer worms, and these locusts and these caterpillars that suck everything dry. They ain't going to let you guys tear them apart. These people are building. The more dirt that you try to throw on the Scots, the higher that they get, soaring so high above all these chickens. That's how I look at it. T. Jones said, I don't understand why these ladies putting them old videos out like hold on, let me put this on. She said, I don't understand why these old ladies putting them old videos out like they want Martell name ringing at all times. That's RP didn't work. Now here we go. Absolutely. And Starbucks says some folks don't like this type of teaching. Absolutely. But I'm going to say it. I'm going to talk. I've been talking like this from day one. I never went on a bandwagon. I hate a bandwagon. I hate the bandwagon. I like critical thinkers. I like people that have a mind of their own. But T. Jones is absolutely right. I don't understand why these ladies putting them old videos out like they want Martell name ringing at all times, because they know long as they sitting there pulling Martell down, then that's how they going to lift Melody up. They could never lift Melody up without tearing down Martell, because of the way that the foundations was laid, the way that the foundation was laid. It was laid off of trauma binding people. So she could never ever get up to the top without tearing down Martell. Nobody's not going to find her interesting, entertaining, or nothing. She's not a Nene Leakes. She's not a Portia Williams. She's not even entertaining. And according to Tasha K, and you know Tasha K gonna call it like it is. She can't even sing. She can't even sing. But I found her gift. She got a gift, because we all got a gift. We all here for a purpose. And Melody, she likes to entertain. That's what she wants to be. She want to be an entertainer. But her gift, and I'm not trying to put her in a box, her gift was what she was doing. How Martell said that she got her out of the school system and she became the face of their business, the CEO of their business. This woman, like I said, she's a good business person. Not everybody is in this entertainment arena. Not everybody, could be a star. We are star in our own way. Her star in her own way is maybe helping, as a businesswoman, being the face of, helping, black entrepreneurs. I think her and teaching them, if all this jealousy wouldn't have never played a part, they could have done good. Love and Marriage in Huntsville could have done good. They had everything that they needed in the house. Martell, he was good in building. The Scotts, I'm talking about Kimmy and Maurice. They have their own credit and attorney and all the stuff that they can help, do the repairs, with credit. Melody. I mean, these people, they had everything in the house and they tore it down because one wants to shine brighter than the other. And that's why we stay stuck. That's why we can't sit there and get 1 foot ahead, not knowing these people had everything that they needed to sit there and put Huntsville on the map. And I just hope the Scots do it because I love it. Oh, I love it. And I hope that Letitia never tilt her crown for these people that's all about almighty dollars. Never let money be the center of everything, because the love of money can be the root of all evil. Continue doing what you're doing, and I promise you, God will continue favoring them, because the ones that you thought should have been first, they are the ones that's going to be last. And the ones that's last is the one that God is going to bring to the front. So all I can say when it comes to the Scots, keep soaring high because the favor of God is upon you. Don't worry about these ones that's clout chasing, running after almighty dollars. Like they say, much is given, much is required. You have to be careful what you ask for, because when you get it, you might not be able to handle. Ain't no hate here. Ain't no hate, because I could hear it in the spirit. Oh, she's just a hater. Ain't no hating. They put their business out. It's a lesson learned. Some of this stuff is what not to do and what to do. It's a lesson learned. Like I said, each person that comes on these reality shows, we all can take a piece out of it. So ain't nobody hating. We all can take a piece of what to do and what not to do. And that's real talk. I can't compromise, guys, not for no clicks and likes. I have to sleep at night. I got to tell it like it is because, like I say, when it comes to all this right here, this is my ministry at the end of the day. And it is what it is. So, like I said, I want people to click and like, I want people to support my channel. But you have to be a critical thinker. You have to think out of the box. You can't run with the crowd, because when you run with the crowd, then you won't hear not one thing that I'm saying. It's gonna go out of one ear and out of the other. Go in one ear and out of the other. You're not gonna be able to hear, because it's gonna be like the blind leading the blind. But in here, we are critical thinkers. We don't need to jump on no bandwagon. And I be telling you guys, we say, well, how you gonna know what's good and what's evil? How would you know? Because not everybody is going to run to the truth. What person that you know that runs to the truth? Nobody runs to the truth, because the truth is like open surgery. The truth hurts. So when you see so many people flocking and running and lifting up one person, it's because they bit off a lie. So now I done told you secrets. I done told y'all the secrets. So now you can't say, oh, I didn't know, because you know now. So don't run after the crowd. Don't run after the crowd. Even if you got to be by yourself. Because the Most High God said, when you be by yourself, then I can lift you up. And that's what the Most High God is doing when it comes to the Scots. He's lifting them up. And the reason why he lifted them up, because like I said, I'd rather for God to lift me up than man, because then the Scots going to be just like the host, giving man credit. Oh, it's because of my fans. Them fans hate the Scots. So they can't say the reason why they are up on top is because of the fans. And we already know the fans is riding so hard for Miss Buddy. So anytime when you got people pulling you up, like I say, you got to be careful who you allow putting you up there on that ladder, because the same ones that's watching your butt going up that ladder is the same ones that's going to shake you off of that ladder. So I don't want man to lift me up. I don't want man to lift me up. So when the world's sitting there against you, then God is going to lift you up. And then when God lift you up, no devil in hell going to prevail against it. That's why the Scots are winning. And then they got the nerve of these devils. The nerves of these devils want to call Tisha slow, wants to talk about Tisha. This girl Tisha don't have one. She got 2 master's degree and a bachelor's. She took the hoax or Martell business that was in the red and made it a multi-million-dollar business. And they don't have not one location. They got 4 locations. And now they got the Black Expo. The Black Expo, where we're going to make sure we're going to support that. Because I'm pretty sure that they're going to travel all over the world with this. I could see it. I could see it in the spirit. I can see it in the spirit. Because what God bless, no devil in hell can prevail against it. And we can see that God has a blessing with their name on it. God has a blessing with their name on it. Because the whole world was against them. We had Miss Buddy tried to tear down Tisha and Marcel's marriage. Tisha was saying, how did you know that? How did you know that? Melanie said, because I got it from bloggers. Now you're going to bring information to tear down a happy home off of information you got from the bloggers just because you left everything. You allowed these bloggers to stifle your blessings. You are absolutely right, my friend. Jealousy and envy. Let's talk about jealousy. Let's talk about jealousy. Jealousy is crueler than the grave. Jealousy will keep their eyes on their prey until they take them out. That's what jealousy do. Did you hear what I'm saying? Jealousy will keep their eyes on you, that green eye monster. That's what I call it. But it's sad. It's sad when you have to tear down your brother and your sisters just for the love of money and for fame and fortune, not knowing the way that you get it is going to send you straight to a place that you don't even want to go. So you got to be careful. You have to be careful what you ask for. So, guys, I didn't even think that I was going to stay on an hour. I promise you, because thank you for one of my minds to say, oh my God, you got a show. I had forgot all about this right here because I had came on for three. This is going to be my third time. I'm surprised that I have a voice, and I'm surprised that I'm woke because oh my God, this was a lot today. This was a lot today, guys. So I'm gonna go ahead and close it up, but make sure you guys get the book Shahrazad Ali, The Black Man Guide to Understanding the Black Woman. And on Sundays, that's when we're gonna go and do story times. I think we're gonna start with Sundays, and we're gonna just let it, just see how everything is going to play. But I'm gonna go ahead and close it, but let me go ahead and leave you with this right here. Like I said there and say, especially when it comes to these reality shows, some of this stuff they put it, just to distract us, just to go ahead and keep us asleep. And we just got to be careful. We have to be careful the things that we allow in our spirit. We got to be careful how we run with things because you're going to reap what you sow, guys. You're going to reap over you're going to reap what you sow. And let me leave you. I want to leave you with this scripture right here. Because I'm gonna close it out with a scripture. I want to leave this scripture to you guys right here. Let me see if I can pull this up right here. And I'm gonna go ahead and close it up after this right here. Yeah, this scripture right here is coming from Psalms 24:17 and 18. And it says, do not rejoice and gloat when your enemies falls, and do not let your heart be glad in self-righteousness when he stumble, or the Lord will see you gloating and be displeased and turn his anger away from your enemies. So let me go ahead and break this down right here. And that's exactly how I see when it comes to Martell. Every time when I read this scripture right here is coming out of Proverbs 24:17 and 18. I always think about Martell. I always think about the Scots. I think about them because when you start gloating and putting all this false information out and rejoicing over someone's downfall, the Most High God might turn around and start blessing these people. And I talk about it all the time that you might see a person that builds a house and furnish the house, but God will allow somebody else to live in that house. Now, he that have an ear, let him hear what the Spirit of the Lord is saying. So you all be blessed and good night. And I will see you guys tomorrow or maybe Sunday. And thank you, Country Girl. Thank you, Starbucks. Thank you guys always for helping me with this channel. And I know, some of the things that they may not like. They don't really know too much when it comes to, some of the stuff that I talk about. But when you got good people. And I know that these two, they are some very good people. And I got some good people out there, and I thank you all because, you interact, you just don't stay behind the bushes. So on that note, guys, you all be blessed and you all have a good night.